Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Midwestern Goodbye. And like most episodes, this is going to start partway through a conversation. Good luck figuring out what's happening.
The thing about Boruto that I don't understand is that he is the son of a guy. We'll start with the mom. He's a son of someone who is the direct heir of the whatever the fuck her eye thing is called.
Oh yeah, the
Byakugan.
Byakugan.
Which we know that men can learn it. So why does he not have it?
I thought he was supposed to have it because it's a Kekkei Genkai, I think, passed down through blood.
It is.
So I'm surprised he did it because that's not how Uchiha work. If you have a kid with the Uchiha, they have the Sharingan. That's it. There's no maybe.
And again, I mean, fucking Neji had it, so it's not just like a gender thing. Men can have it. I thought the entire thing was just that, Hinata's was better.
Hers is better. She has more potential, but he was just better.
Yeah. So anyway, why he doesn't have it, no idea.
No, it makes no sense. It's probably that karma crap. It's like, oh, he has this,
right.
So
right,
whatever.
Of course. Anyway, that's his special thing. Which is literally it's just Kurama again. It's just Kurama again. He's got a guy inside of him instead of a wolf or a fox, whatever. But he's also the son of Naruto, who has mastered Sage Mode, is a tailed beast Jinchuriki, is the direct descendant of the Child of God.
Yeah.
Also, why is it that in Boruto they just forgot that he has the karma balls or whatever, the black spheres?
He just doesn't use them.
Why? Why would you not use the power of God?
Everyone they fight can break them, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's stupid. What the fuck's the point of them?
They're just a symbol of sagehood.
It's not though. It's literally a thing that whatever.
Yeah, because the 10 beasts sage things can do it too. They're just pointless.
That's dumb. They were a huge thing.
He should use them the way fucking what's his face? Pain uses them. You stab them into people and steal their chakra. But fucking Naruto doesn't do that because he's an idiot.
You could the same way that Naruto did when he did because each of them represents a different element. So he did the whatever it was, all the elements, fucking tailed beast bombs, shurikens.
Yeah.
Why did they just forget that Naruto has an even further power up? But whatever. So he's also got that. He's also part of the Uchiha clan, or the Uzumaki clan.
Yep. Great at seals.
Right, and supposed to have stupid amounts of chakra compared to a normal person. And mind you,
he does.
Naruto's direct line has even crazier levels of chakra.
Oh yeah, his chakra alone is comparable to the Ninetales.
Right. He's also the grandson of whatever the fuck his name is, the flying.
Oh, son of him. Yeah, that's his dad, the flying region or whatever.
Yeah.
The teleporting motherfucker.
It's this kid should be the most broken motherfucker who has ever existed. And yet, his thing is I don't have enough chakra to do a normal Rasengan, so I'll have to do a little one. And it's
yeah, it doesn't make sense that he doesn't have a lot of chakra. He just should genetically.
Right, but again, his karma.
It's dumb.
Which I love the fact that the only reason karma is relevant is because it just negates chakra.
Yeah, which it's that's fine or whatever. The blast bad guy could do that too. Why did we have to change it up?
Right, at that point, you're not even talking about the Naruto universe anymore. That would be like going into Dragon Ball Z, and the new enemy is a guy who not absorbs, negates ki. At that point, it's we're not watching Dragon Ball Z anymore. No one's gonna shoot a Kamehameha.
Yeah.
People
just fisticuffs. Cool.
Yeah, people didn't like fucking Super 17 for partly that reason. Because it was like, oh, he's immune to Ki Blast, which are the cool thing in Dragon Ball Z. Okay, cool.
I didn't show up to watch Goku punch somebody.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry.
So it's whatever, Yeah, Boruto should literally just be like a god.
No, yeah,
But
definitely.
whatever. I get it. You can't have a character be that strong. I get it. I'm sure that's part of the reason why Bleach they haven't done a sequel yet, because I Ichigo's kid is already strong enough to like erase the remaining presence of whatever his name is, or Hwacha, or whatever the fuck his German name is.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it. If you make a show about him, then you have to explain how somehow he got weaker.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I don't get it.
Like, I get, within theory, you can have them be weaker. You could pull like a Goku thing. It's like, or Gohan things. Like, I've not fought in 15 years. I haven't had to. There's not a reason for me to.
Yeah,
but it's like I'm just out of touch. I'm not weak. I just don't.
Well, okay, sure, but like, I don't like that because, well, I didn't like it for Gohan because, Gohan already gets shit on enough. He doesn't need to get extra shit on. And B, it's like, okay, I'm out of practice, but like, how does that affect your power level?
Yeah, your power level shouldn't be lower.
Right.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, it made absolutely no goddamn sense that they were like, oh, Gohan can't even do like, his ultimate form anymore because he's so out of touch. And it's like, it's not a transformation, basically. It's him accessing all of his potential. What do you mean he can't access his potential anymore? And it's like, oh, but he can still go Super Saiyan. It's like, how does that make sense? I don't understand. Like, that was the dumbest part of the fucking like Resurrection F movie. Where it was definitely. Like, why is Frieza a threat? Like, everybody here has already surpassed multiple different iterations of Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, well, Frieza's a threat because Gohan forgot how to fight. Like, really? Why not just have Gohan fight and then you reveal that Frieza has golden form?
Mm-hmm. That would have been cool.
Yeah, and instead it's like Gohan's wearing a dumbass green tracksuit, and then there's that scene of him with his glasses askew when he's like slightly slumped over, and he looks like the lamest side character you've ever seen.
Yeah, they turned him into Yamcha.
They Yamcha'd the shit out of him.
All right.
But it's fine, because now he's beast mode.
Before we continue this conversation, let's do the intro real quick so I don't have to fucking cut around so much to find it later.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dan. This is after hours.
No. This can't be. Not every episode can be after hours.
Look, we don't need an intro because I've got some bad news for all the people who don't listen to this. Unfortunately, other Alex has died. Not like actually died, but he left. So
he's just dead to us.
Exactly. So after this, basically these next couple of sentences, unfortunately, we can never talk about him ever again. It's company policy. I didn't make the rules. I just created them. So, I just got to do what the boss says.
Yep.
And as one of the founders of Midwestern Goodbye, I implemented those rules for a reason.
And we have to enforce them, sadly.
Exactly. I've got
no choice. Blood
choice.
Contracts and all that.
I mean, look, I don't want to get fired.
Mm-hmm.
I know the owner. He'll fire me in a heartbeat.
You just sure would.
Just like he killed other Alex.
Yep. Sad to see him go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, never talking about that again.
Yep.
I mean, look, I understand sequels, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I get it. It's a popular franchise, so of course you want to continue that story because people are interested in seeing what happens next.
Mm.
Happy Ever After is cool and all, but you know, everybody wants to see their heroes continue to, I mean, essentially just have good lives. They're doing
Yeah.
it with Seven Deadly Sins. You know, they're doing a manga of Meliodas and Elizabeth's son.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which, hey, it's fine. Again, that kid is the son of basically a demon lord and an angel,
Hmm.
so should be the strongest motherfucker in existence.
Definitely. Whew.
Yeah, he's a Nephilim. I mean, like,
Like literally.
yeah,
Hmm.
those motherfuckers are strong.
There's a reason why God killed them all.
Yeah. So, whatever. And also, not just an angel, I'm pretty sure an archangel. Yeah. So you've got the son of the demon lord and one of the first creations of God who boned and made a son. Yeah. I'm sure he's very, very like
What
he's nerf.
what happens when an archdevil and an archdemon have a archdevil and an archangel have a kid? You make another god, probably?
Probably. But no, it's fine because he's going to be nerfed heavily.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and it's the same thing with Naruto's kid. I mean, obviously, all of the things that we talked about should make him the strongest person to ever exist. There should
Hmm.
be nothing that can stop him. And basically, the writers ran into that problem very early because they're like, wait, okay, so even if we go with Boruto is super weak because he's young, how do we challenge him when Naruto and Sasuke are right around the corner? And basically, they just had to come up with the bad guys can eat slash negate ki or chakra. And it's like, okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, that that does even the playing field, I
Hmm.
guess.
And then they had to nerf the shit out of both Sasuke and Naruto by having Naruto lose the Nine Tails and Sasuke
Yeah,
losing his eye,
yeah.
which is just like,
What
come
was it?
on.
He lost a Rinnegan or something?
Yeah, his Rinnegan eye. The
Oh,
one that like makes him a threat to those things. They're just like, oh, okay. No more
yeah.
eye for you.
Which also definitely not a fair trade-off. Like, so the entire thing used to be, right? I mean, let's be real. Sasuke was never as strong as Naruto,
No.
except for the first time that they fought and he beat Naruto. Like, he won, 100%. You know, but I recently saw a video where someone talked about how, like, who would win in a fight? Like, who would kill who? Naruto versus Sasuke. And, like, their reference was like they're tied. There was that thing where they both fought and like they both lost an arm. And
Nope.
it's like, no. Naruto literally fought an entire war before Sasuke showed up.
Hmm.
Shared his chakra with every ninja basically in the world.
Hmm.
And then also basically pulled equal weight to Sasuke, who came in like halfway through.
And like even not even just that. When that battle happened, Sasuke's like, I'm gonna kill you. And Naruto's like, I'm not gonna kill you. So one is
Right.
trying to kill the other, while the other's like, I'm not going to.
Exactly. One's going full throttle. The other one's like, ooh, I gotta pull my punch. Otherwise, I'll take his fucking head off.
Yeah. Like Naruto definitely like during the fight he sends like a clone away to gather like a shit ton of nature energy so he could just
Mm.
like match all the power that Sasuke's stealing from the other tailed beasts. But he
I
doesn't continue to do that throughout the whole fight, which he totally could.
also he doesn't even have to do that anymore. Kurama just
Oh yeah, he could
passively
do
creates E.
yeah, that's another thing.
So again, like Naruto A was always stronger than Sasuke. Sorry, hate to break it to you, but yes. The only way that Sasuke wins is he traps him in a his Sharingan's
Genjutsu stuff, yeah.
yeah, that's it. And I'm pretty sure Naruto knows how to break out of that.
He does indeed.
So, no. But so you take that, right? And in the meantime, the problem is that Naruto had always been a really shit fighter, right? Like Naruto's entire fighting style is shonen. It is throw as many haymakers as possible until something connects.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sasuke seemed to actually know how to fight. He knew taijutsu. He still got bodied by fucking, Rock Lee, but Rock Lee also mastered taijutsu.
Oh yeah, like he's a whole different ballpark.
Right. So, am I sure that Sasuke got stronger as he got older? Yes. But so did Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this where you took away Sasuke's god power. And yes, you took away Naruto's tailed beast. However, difference. Tailed beast can't be killed. So theoretically, and people have talked about this, there is theoretically a way that Naruto just gets the tailed beast back, even if
Oh, yeah.
it's much weaker.
Mm-hmm. There's a very high possibility of that.
Yeah. B, Sage Mode.
Oh yeah.
C, the black balls or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like
It's
right now, like, if he decides to train in it, he can make his Sage mode incomparably more powerful than he was before.
yeah,
He just has never had to.
right. Also, he's got his magic arm, which absorbs chakra as well.
Yeah, his arm is made out of the cells of the first Hokage. Like
Yep.
basically the strongest ninja ever.
Second strongest.
Yeah, I said basically. I said basically.
But
Is
yeah,
you-
I mean, Sasuke got downgraded so hard compared to Naruto. Like
And
everybody's
he's still
like,
missing an arm.
yeah. Again,
Which-
like you can say whatever you like, but no, Naruto and Sasuke stopped being equal a while ago.
Yep.
And now you took away Sasuke's biggest advantage. And yes, you took away Naruto's biggest advantage, but he's got other protagonist power-ups that Sasuke didn't get.
It's like, fuck, man. It's like Naruto in Sage mode is like that in and of itself is on par to when he's using Kurama. The only reason why like he didn't use one over the other is because he found out he could use both at the same time.
Yep. Which of course made him unbelievably powerful.
Oh yeah, like I'd definitely be like, oh shit, I can. He's basically Goku. You mean I can use Super Saiyan and Kaioken at the same time? Why wouldn't I?
Exactly. So again, like this is 100% the fault of the writers of Naruto because they didn't think of a simpler solution to wait, how do we make it so that every fight isn't trivial because of Naruto? Which I get. It's Naruto's kid. Like, of course he's gonna hop in if he thinks his kid's gonna die. But there are so many easy ways to get around that. Like, I don't know. Hey, son, I'm sending you on a mission. Like, not even me. You're being sent on a mission in, like, another nation.
Yeah, like Naruto was.
Right. Even if I ran at full speed, I probably wouldn't get there in time to save you if something goes wrong.
Like, what
Boom,
happened?
done.
Because, like, from what I remember when I watched Boruto, they don't really go on missions like they did in Naruto. Like, where's his sensei, and why aren't they going on missions? Like, I get that there's
It's
no
basically-
longer like war going on.
It's basically Naruto. Naruto is basically their squad leader.
Something like
Because Naruto literally goes on them on missions. It's
Which
like,
he-
bruh, you're the Hokage. What are you doing?
oh yeah, they definitely bring it up in there that Naruto does like way too much. Like,
Yeah.
and he also sends like shadow clones to do shit. And it's like, bro, chill out, delegate. That's the whole point.
Right. That was that whole thing of like when he brought Himawari or whatever his daughter's
Oh.
name is,
Mhm.
her birthday cake, but it was a shadow clone and it faded and he dropped the fucking cake
Yep.
in front of her.
That I like
by the
that
way-
scene.
Why does Boruto hate Naruto, but apparently Himawari is just totally cool? She's just like, oh yeah, my dad, who like in the beginning of the show definitely didn't pay attention to us.
I think it's from like different perspectives. Like she listens to her mother, and her mother's like, "Hey, your dad's doing like some important shit," and she's like, "Oh, okay." And she's also younger. She's a lot younger. I think she's like 5 or 6 when the show starts. So I feel like that's before you like gain resentment against your parent.
I guess.
And Boruto's 10, 11, 12, something like that.
He's shown in age.
Yeah, he's old enough where he can be a pissy boy about stupid shit.
Right.
And you know
So
what? They passed up what would have been my favorite thing. It looked that they were building up to was that Boruto was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be my dad. I want to
yeah,
train with somebody else. I'll go train with Sasuke. And then
yeah,
they train, and he's like, you know what? You're pretty good. Like, I'll train you. It's like, I'll be the Jiraiya to you. And do you want to go
yeah,
do missions with me?
yeah.
And
And
then they
then of
just
course,
don't do it.
exactly. It's like what the fuck,
That would have been
And
interesting.
I respect the fact that it's not literally Naruto again because Boruto doesn't want to be Hokage like at all.
Hmm.
Sasuke's kid does,
Oh yeah.
which by the way, she's completely useless. Why
Oh
is
yeah.
she here?
She becomes the Hokage. Uh, it.
Yeah, sure, whatever. But my point is, so everybody likes to shit on Sakura, right?
Hmm.
Because Sakura got outpaced even in her best form by Naruto and Sasuke so hard.
Oh yeah. She's still useful.
Sada, yeah, Sadara, she only has the Sharingan.
Yeah.
And
As it
mind
stands
you,
right now, she has nothing.
right, and mind you, unless she literally takes her dad's eyes, she will never be able to use the Mogekyo Sharingan unlimited.
Yeah,
She'll go
'cause,
blind.
like, yeah, literally.
So she has
Unless
nothing.
unless
She has
her
nothing.
ultimate release bullshit for her Mangyogeki Sharingan is, hey, you don't feel any side effects, which is
But
still that would be the worst
that's
like version of that superpower though.
right, because Sasuke gets that for free. He just had to
Yeah,
steal his brother's eyes.
it's like there are still a bunch of other eyes, but like, is she
But
gonna
no, no,
do
no,
that?
because they have to already have the
Oh, I just meant like
Mangekyous.
she could just keep switching out the eyes, not that they wouldn't continually go blind.
Right, it's
She'd
it's
have to
it's
take
in
someone's eyes from her family,
right, it's
unless they have
insanity.
another kid just for her to steal the eyes.
That'd be fucked up.
Like I
And
don't
look,
under
I get it. Not every character has to be fight relevant, right? She
Mhm.
doesn't have to be on the front lines. She can do like support, kind of, not really. The enemies they're fighting are immune to the Sharingan because of course they are.
I don't even know if she's going to be a good support because I don't think she's training to be like a medical ninja like Sakura. And she's the best ever, like the best ever. She can heal your entire village all by herself.
No, no, no. I don't mean support like a healer. I mean support
Oh,
like control.
oh yeah. She's not. She tried to do fucking genjutsu against someone in the show, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
She's
No, no,
not
no.
good enough.
The main villains are immune to the Sharingan, if I remember correctly.
I think they could still theoretically be caught in like the Sharingan's genjutsu, but a guy sensei knows how to get out of that, so I bet everyone else does. You just don't look at them in the eye.
Hmm.
That
I
I don't
again,
know.
it's this whole thing where unfortunately they've written themselves into a corner where if it's supposed to be an action series, you basically accidentally Dragon Ball Z'd your way into power levels. Oh, this would be like if after Cell, like Gohan actually became the main character. Or
Mm.
even better, if basically GT again, but Pan was the main character, like the actual main character. But Goku kept hanging around, so you had to figure out a way to get Goku out of commission. And then at that point, it's like, are you trying to tell me that Pan is going to be stronger than Goku? Like, no,
No,
that's not how that works, bud.
it's like I'm sorry, no.
No, it's fine though, because Goku got nerfed. And it's like, okay, how much did you nerf him? Did you take away all of his transformations? No? Okay, then he's still the strongest person to ever exist. Oh, but
Poor,
don't worry, we also killed Vegeta. It's like,
mhm.
okay, whatever.
Oh, poor Vegeta.
Vegeta's never gonna get a win.
I know.
And no, the movie doesn't count. Superhero does not count. Yes, Vegeta won in a fist fight against Goku, which, by the way, also doesn't make any sense. Goku's a martial artist, like
In
an
a way.
actual martial artist. Like, good moment for Vegeta. It's nice that he got an arbitrary limited dub. But no, he didn't actually win that fight. I'm sorry.
Vegeta's just the guy that proves to you that hard work does not pay off. It doesn't matter how hard you train, how hard you try, even if you
Mhm.
try to like master new abilities that nobody else has, it doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
gotta stick to the status quo, use the abilities that everyone else uses that works.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean you don't use Ultra Instinct? What do you mean you don't use Kaioken? Those things are great.
Yeah. I mean,
Exploit, exploit, exploit.
again, I have never understood, and I might not have said it on, this podcast before, but I don't understand why people think that Ultra Ego is comparable to Ultra Instinct.
Not even close.
No, Ultra Instinct is essentially what Jiren did. Because there's a part in the show where, actually, it was in the movie, actually, where Vegeta says Jiren was not that much stronger than us. Like, power level, key strength, he wasn't that much more powerful. But he decimated us because he controlled his power perfectly.
Mhm.
Like, no wasted energy. Everything was at max power when it needed to be. Which is exactly what Ultra Instinct is. Ultra Instinct is fighting without wasted movement, without error. So you have a form, a technique, that allows you to instinctively dodge, use your power perfectly, and basically put you at your strongest potential point. And then you have Ultra Ego, which you have to take the world's biggest ass beating so that your punches do 10% more damage.
Yeah, Ultra Ego is just Yang's semblance from Ruby, and it's
Right.
not good. It has huge drawbacks.
I mean,
Sure.
at least Yang's, which, by the way, go watch Ruby.
Yes, do very much.
Especially because Rooster Teeth is such a fuck up of a company that if Ruby doesn't do well for this season, they're gonna cancel it. Which also dumbest possible fucking move that you could make, since Ruby is probably one of their most profitable IPs
Oh yeah.
and series.
If Ruby falls apart, there's just no reason for me to pay attention to any more Rooster Teeth content at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I barely do now.
Mm-hmm. I just care about Ruby.
They're definitely gonna lose at least 500,000 Rooster Teeth first subscriptions,
100%.
which is a lot of money.
Yes, it is. But Yang's at least has the benefit of everybody is still at a comparable power level, first off.
Oh yeah.
Like, usually if you get your ass beat in Ruby, it's usually not because your semblance is so much better. It's because the skill gap is higher.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Cinder's a bad example, but Neo, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Neo is a great example. She was not stronger than Yang. I guarantee you in a fucking benching contest, Yang decimates Neo.
No, she's skill.
Exactly. If Yang's punches don't connect, then her semblance is literally worthless.
Yeah. It's also just like, oh no, the enemy's faster than me. Okay. My power-up's useless.
Right. So, and also Yang has a force field that absorbs damage for her.
Mm-hmm.
Until
she doesn't
that,
have to get hit.
Exactly. She just has to take a hit on her goddamn energy shield and she gets stronger.
Yeah,
Vegeta has to actually get his cheeks bongoed to get his power up.
I was literally gonna bring that up. Yeah, like she gets hit, doesn't feel it, and gets stronger. He gets hit, feels it, could fucking cripple him. Okay, you could hit harder now.
Right. And it's, and as far as I can tell, as far as I can tell, I'm probably wrong because power level equals speed. He
Mhm.
doesn't ever seem to get faster.
No, he doesn't, right? Like he definitely always seems like one of the slowest guys.
Right. And, against Granola, I get it. Granola was literally stronger than him by leaps and bounds, which doesn't make sense because his wish on the Dragon Balls was to be the strongest in the universe.
It should have
Which,
been infinity plus one, not
exactly, not infinity plus infinity.
like, oh my god. I also don't get why they would do the ultra ego thing. They should have done something like more akin to like the Hulk, where it's just like he just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Not
Or just have him continue. What happened to Blue Evolved?
yeah. What happened
What
to him?
happened to that?
Why doesn't he perfect Super Saiyan? Like,
Exactly.
like he does the opposite of Gohan, where Gohan's like, I'm perfecting what it is to be human, and then he does
Right.
it for the same. Because that makes sense. He's all about Saiyan pride.
Right. Like, okay, so if you think about it, like where everybody is right now, Goku is perfecting my journey as a martial artist, not as a Saiyan. Except now, at the end of the Granola arc, he also is. I don't know. He heard his daddy's voice, and that gave him a super big power up because he realized what it means to be a Saiyan or
Which
something.
is so
I don't know.
dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. But essentially, Ultra Instinct is the realization of Goku's martial art journey. Gohan Beast Mode is supposed to be his realization of him coming to terms with himself. Because all Beast Mode is, according to Akira Toriyama, it is Gohan who has finally completely and totally let go. He holds nothing back. This is all of his raw, untapped potential at the forefront.
I am accepting what I am. Here is all of me.
Right. Now, mind you, that was already supposed to be Ultimate Gohan, but we're going to ignore that because, that got made irrelevant really quickly.
10 minutes after he got it.
Yeah. And then Vegeta's should have been the realization of his, and I get it, his Saiyan pride, so ego, I get it. But, does no one remember when Goku came out of the hyperbolic time chamber and didn't get a new form? He just perfected Super Saiyan,
Mm-hmm.
and it was legitimately stronger than all of the hard work that Vegeta had done to get Super Vegeta.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's what Vegeta should have done. Vegeta should have made being in Blue Evolved as easy as breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't need to always do a new transformation. You can just make an old transformation. Mind you, Blue Evolved wasn't even old.
Yeah.
They brought, and the craziest thing is, Blue Evolved was strong enough to fight against a God of Destruction candidate. A
Yeah,
guy
which
who actually had hockey. Or
try. it,
Hockey.
to me, I feel like even though they're not going to, fucking Vegeta should have just gotten Super Saiyan 4. Like, I feel like that is the logical conclusion for Vegeta.
No, the logical conclusion for Super Saiyan 4 is Broly.
Yes, I forget
Broly,
Broly exists.
yes, because Broly is quite literally what Super Saiyan 4 was in GT, which is
Which they
all the
should do.
power of the Ozaru in a human form.
Which they should do. I'm fine with that.
Yes. Yes, just bring it back. It
Oh,
it is far and away the best design
yeah,
that
it
they've
looks
done.
so cool.
Right. And I know it's controversial because it's got the guy liner and it's oozing 90s
That's
you
what
know.
makes it the best. I love it.
Right. But it also just made sense. It made sense that the guys who turn into giant gorillas, basically their most powerful form is a mix between their primal and their human side.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it just looked cool.
It did. It really
There
did.
is nothing cool about Super Saiyan Blue. I'm sorry if you like Super Saiyan Blue. get better taste.
Like, it looks okay.
Sure, but why
That's
is why is that the benchmark? It looks okay. It's it's
that
just
that's all it's got going for is that it looks okay. It's just Super Saiyan again.
right. And blue was so boring that they had to give it Kaioken to make it interesting.
Mm.
Now, mind you, when God first got revealed, Super Saiyan God, I also thought that it was bad because it just looked like Kaioken.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very least, it's interesting in the fact that it's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a new form of ki. It is a different aspect of Goku. It is like perfect calm. And then they were like, okay, new transformation. Let's go. What do we got? And it's like red to blue. Like, print it.
Put to tape. All right, we're good.
And then they invalidated that transformation almost as quickly. Almost. And then they did Ultra Instinct. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
sign of Ultra Instinct, super cool. I actually love that design.
Mm-hmm.
All Mastered Ultra Instinct? Eh. It's just another hair color again.
Yeah, I like when they do like tweaks to the base form. That looks neat.
Again, that's why I like Super Saiyan 4 so much, because it is just essentially Goku with new features instead of a different hair color.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Ultra Instinct Sign made it really feel like this is a technique, not a transformation.
Also came with like new music and sounds.
Yeah, and Goku had that weird effect to his voice where he was like, that didn't come up on the mic, but where he does, that echoey kind of like roar that he does.
Mm-hmm. It's just really neat. I
Very cool.
I thought it was a little cheesy at first, but it grew on me.
Again, it was all in the presentation. Super Saiyan Blue literally came out of nowhere. They they literally pulled it out of their ass in fucking Resurrection F. And they're like, yeah, oh, Frieza, what? We have a new form that we got off screen. I mean, Jesus Christ, at least Goku had to fucking die to his own spirit bomb to get Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's I don't know, man.
All right. This before we have another fully Dragon Ball Z episode,
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cut you off because this is our Christmas episode. Because we're
Oh
not.
yeah.
Just pretend we were talking about Christmas stuff for the last 40 minutes.
Happy non-denominational holidays, everybody.
Yay! Uh, do you have any memorable things that have happened in Christmas in your life that you want to talk about, Alex?
I mean, it depends what you mean by memorable.
It doesn't have to be good or bad. Just something memorable. Like I have one written down for me. I could
I
go
mean, you
first if you
can,
want me
yeah,
to.
you can go. I probably got to think about this. I'm not the type of person who like catalogs
Ah,
things that happen. They just kind of like happen.
mm.
And some things I remember, some things I don't.
Oh yeah, like I could tell tons of stories about Christmas, but like this is the one that's like most prominent in my head.
Mhm,
So I was probably 10. So what about 16 years ago, however old I am.
mhm.
We're having Christmas at my house like we used to do. My whole family's there, which, annoys the crap out of me. Uh, we just done presents and we're like sitting in the kitchen. Everyone's talking, and one of my uncles comes in and he's drunk as hell. Uh, and him and my grandfather, who was still alive at the point, start like getting into it.
Mhm.
And he decides to try to physically fight my grandfather, who at this point is like 65 and like had a heart attack like 2 weeks beforehand. And that's probably one of my most memorable Christmases. he tried to do that. One of my other uncles started beating him up. They crashed into like a wall, knocked over a bunch of Christmas shit, and broke it.
Hmm.
And you know, and then we didn't talk to that uncle for like probably like 8 years after that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the more memorable things that's happened in my Christmas past. It was really weird.
So again, like I my family's not my
It,
family's not that eventful.
I did. It could just be like I remember this one time we were all together, and Grandma said this or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything. I'm
I
just
mean,
asking.
again, I'm trying to remember. It's just
Like I
I would
remember.
I would probably say the most memorable thing is just, I appreciate the fact that during Christmas, one side of my family just very much after we've eaten, open presents, we
Mm,
always play like board games. Not not the kind of board games that like we would play.
hmm
I would say more akin to things
Like
like
Monopoly, like
not
family
even
board game.
Monopoly.
Oh,
Taboo,
ah,
Cards Against Humanity, like just dumb, silly games, nothing that
who
requires
named
any
it?
kind of yeah, exactly.
Mm,
And I don't know, some funny things happened there. Like we played one game that was, just basically it's essentially like Never Have I Ever, it's
mm.
just and I remember that for whatever reason, my sister, like, it was a question where it's like, never have I ever had my partner pee on me in the shed, like pee on me. And, I'm just like, no, can't say I've ever done that. And my sister keeps her like hand down. And we're like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, like, in the shower, my boyfriend's done it. And we're like, didn't need to know that.
Yeah, like you shouldn't have said that.
So again, like I just don't have any like crazy like memorable stories. There's some like fun things, but you are the king of here's this one time my family did this crazy thing that I'll always remember.
Mm, oh my god, there are so many stupid things. Like I'm thinking right now when we were at my uncle Dave's house and like all the cousins were in the front yard and we're playing Red Rover. Have you ever played
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. For anyone who hasn't, it's like you link hands and you say the person's name, Red Rover, you come on over, and then they like try to like break through your hands.
Super
So,
dangerous.
oh, bad game. So like me and one of my female cousins, I forget her name, we're holding hands, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, this is a bad idea. You should move, and someone else should come here. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna let go. So like, you're probably gonna get hurt. And then my cousin Bobby, we call him on over, and he runs at like me and her because he's like, I'm gonna get through you because I'm the big guy and he's the other like tough guy there.
Mhm.
And he comes on, runs over, smashes into her arm. I don't let go, and like it kind of like clotheslines him. And she's like, I think I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I told you to move.
Don't don't play Red Rover. It is such a stupidly dangerous. It's
Oh
the
yeah.
same as arm wrestling, except
hmm
somehow worse because both people are probably going to get injured.
Oh yeah. Like we could have broken his ribs and both of our wrists.
I
Like
it, it's not even the ribs that I'm worried about. It's the fact that most times when you push against someone, like their arms are going to go one of two directions, up or
oh yeah.
down. And most times people are going to go up to try not to break something. And guess what?
Yeah.
Humans have this really weird thing where if you go far enough up, a solid object's going to get caught in this little divot called your neck.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
yeah, and guess what? If you're going at somebody like a linebacker towards a quarterback, you better hope their arms separate because otherwise, you know, it's bad.
I remember which cousin it is now. It's the same one about like whatever how many years ago we were in high school. Because my family used to get together and we do like family football in like the old forest preserve by my house.
Right.
And everyone, all the uncles are old now, so now we play touch football.
and I'm
Better.
still like, hey, if I'm running at you and I go to touch you, I'm still gonna be running. You're still gonna like be ready to maybe fall. And oh
Yeah.
boy, do I touch her and she just goes bam right into the ground.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, you should have just stopped running and let me touch you.
Yeah, if I see you coming at me and we're playing touch football, I'm taking a knee.
Yeah, and I'd have been like, all right,
Fuck that.
like, especially at the time I was 16. Like, this was freshly me like during playing football. So I'm like, yeah, I won't tackle you, but I'm still gonna like, I still have to touch you, and if I'm gonna be running, I'm still gonna have a lot of force behind it.
Yeah, I would never play touch football with anybody who actually plays football.
Yeah, I did, and I'm just like, I don't know what you want. She hit the ground. I'm like, I got you. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, it's like you definitely shouldn't have kept running.
Yeah, also, like, no offense to you, but that was probably also during your Dan the Monster phase.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm guessing that also probably wasn't like the type of touch that you would do now,
no,
which
I
is
ran into her with my arm.
oh, there we go.
Like, yeah, like,
So basically you stiff armed her.
basically, yeah. I just kept running into her.
Fuck's sake.
Hey, I was an asshole.
Hey, like I said, no offense to you, but when you said 16, I was like, okay, so that's not even like a soft touch. That's
No. It was a hard touch.
goddamn.
Like, if it was a dude of like a bigger size, it wouldn't have knocked them to the ground, still would have hurt. But like, this is like my 19, 20-year-old cousin who's like a small female. And I'm just like, eh. I was also just bored.
There you go.
I can't remember which one of my uncles. I also just tackled him instead of touching because I was like, eh. I can't.
Yeah.
I think it was my uncle Dave. He was just talking shit. So I was just like, it's like I'll take you down. Like we don't have to.
Yeah,
We
like
don't have to play
no
around.
Thanks. No thanks.
That's also a thing. I don't know why it's my family specifically. It might be a thing for other families. Why when we're doing like sports or games or something, why do you talk shit and try to rile each other up? Don't do that.
I
That's a
mean,
bit.
look, I get it, but you should really only do that to people who are in your weight category.
Yeah, like I wouldn't not to say that you're not strong or anything, but I wouldn't
Oh, are you
expect
kidding me?
you to like
You
talk shit to someone bigger than like my size.
right, like I might talk shit to you, but I
Yeah,
would also be the guy who takes a knee every time you get within a meter of me.
yeah, you're not a fucking idiot.
Right. I mean, shit, if we were gonna play, I'd be like, nope, we're playing flag football or I'm sitting out.
And I'd be like, God damn it. Now I have to try to
Yeah,
fucking grab flags.
exactly. You can be as big as you want, but you got to grab a flag, not me.
Yeah, that's a lot harder now.
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, goddamn.
That shit always. I was like, why? Why would you do this? Like, especially like I'm like 16. Like, all you're gonna
Right.
do is make me mad.
Exactly. And also, your shit talk should always be fun shit talk. It
Yeah,
should
it not.
it should never be like, "Oh, yeah, come on, you piece of shit. Like I'm going to take you down." It should be like, "Ooh, Dan, it's going to be kind of embarrassing if I get a touchdown on you."
I'd be like, yeah, it will be. It will be embarrassing. Not you're a bitch. You can't get me. It's gonna be like, oh, I'll get you.
Yeah, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to call the 6 foot guy like, "Come on, fat ass." It's like,
Mhm.
"Okay, well,
It's like, bro, I might not be able to run for long, but I can hit some high bursts of speed.
yeah. Oh, what's that over there? The consequences of my actions. Oh no.
Oh my god, that's such stupid shit with my family. Like the same uncle, like when I like my 8th grade graduation party, he's always like the stupid, like joking around uncle,
Mhm.
and every now and then he'd do like I can't think of the stupid joke. It's like some joke or whatever, and then they like punch you in the arm. It's stupid. It's not
Like the
like it hurts
birthday
or
thing?
anything, but it's dumb and annoying. And then
Like the birthday one where it's like you punch someone
yeah,
in the arm?
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And then like at this point, I'm just like, God, 15, graduating 8th grade, and I just hit him back like as hard as I can in the arm. And just like there's just this huge purple like like bruise just sitting there. And he's like
Yeah.
shocked. I'm like, you think I wasn't gonna hit you back? It's like I don't care anymore. It's like I'm already 6'4" in 8th grade. Like I only grew 1 inch between then and the end of high school.
Yeah, like
Oh my god.
again, unless you know that they're like, the gentle giant, just don't fuck with people who are big. Like it's not even the size thing. It's just
Oh yeah.
they're stronger than you naturally.
Yeah, it's just literal. Just look at it physically, and only that. Even
Yeah.
if they don't mean to, they might accidentally hurt you.
Yeah,
I
100%.
have done that too on accident.
Right. Like I remember back when we were in high school / college age, and for whatever reason, everybody was like, let's arm wrestle Dan. And I'm like, fuck no.
No.
There's a good chance that I break my arm against a person of my size.
Mhm.
And you want me to go against a guy who I've seen when he's, no offense, when he's been out of shape. You know those machines, and this is to the audience, which we don't have. You know those machines at like every gym where you basically take out the little pin and you put it at whatever weight you want to lift. I've seen Dan do the entire stack when he hasn't been exercising, like out of shape, and then just do like 10 reps. And he's like, oh, I felt that. That's weird. Usually I could do that easily. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to arm wrestle him. Are you kidding me? He'll shatter me.
Yeah, we hung out with some dumb people. It also like no offense to you, I guess, because I don't talk to anyone else. We hung out with some dumb people. We did dumb shit and egged me on to do dumb shit too. Like I'm
100%.
surprised people weren't more hurt.
So here's the thing. When I was younger, I more than encouraged other people to do the dumb shit. Yeah, you should definitely go try to tackle Dan. It's gonna work so well.
Mm-hmm.
And then if someone said, Alex, you go tackle him, I'd be like, fuck no. He'll toss me through a window. Are you kidding me? I'm out.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
if
god.
somebody else was doing it, oh yeah, good idea. Do it. You got this.
Like, oh my god. I remember all this stupid shit. Just fucking randomly walking up to somebody and just flipping them upside down for no reason. Like, that's not a smart idea. Why is that a thing? Like I definitely used to do that to Jake a lot.
Yeah. I specifically remember the time when he threw an empty soda can at your head or something, or was it
I
full?
threw a full one back.
Yeah, you fucking chalked a full one at him, hit him in the head, and I was like, that's about what you should have expected.
Yeah, it was in my hand.
Mind you, not a proportional response, but like
No.
should have been expected.
Yeah, like I was definitely not one to meet with the same force.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, so you hit me, so I'm gonna go from 0 to 60 right now, immediately, and then probably escalate all the way to 100.
Right.
Oh my god, so dumb.
Look, more power to the people who in our friend group decided that was what they wanted. Like, I guess now former friend Cody. I mean, he knew what he was getting into. Like he was eager for the ass beatings.
He's a masochist, man. There's no way.
Oh yeah. Like goddamn.
Like
I've never seen a kid so eager to fight somebody who has actually tossed them like a potato sack.
like he's that one guy where like it's like the Markiplier meme. I'm like, I'm pretty sure like you're a masochist because like I'm not gonna say like I assaulted this kid because like, but like I beat the shit out. Like I hit him. Like like there's a difference between like I punched my friend and I punched that motherfucker.
I'm not even talking about the punching. I'm talking about when you would lift up this kid,
throw him
who
and
was
shit.
probably what, like he was just a heavier set kid, like what, like
200,
230, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You would pick him up and toss him like 5 feet,
Yeah,
and it was like he would get up, dust himself off, and then charge at you again. And it's like,
Yeah.
my guy.
Oh my god, I don't
Which-
understand. What? Oh my god.
To quote Markiplier again, he's not a masochist. He just wants to test his limits. Like, Jesus.
I mean, he tested the shit out of his limits. I remember when me and him fought between our parents' cars in the middle of a blizzard at Shepherd, just for no reason.
Okay.
I also remember when me and his cousin at one of his birthday parties, who was a cop by the way, ran him down and put him in handcuffs, and we're gonna throw him in a pool. I don't know why that was a thing. What, a thing that we did?
Jeez.
Yeah, his mom didn't let us do that.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
What, I can't throw a handcuffed man into a pool?
I mean, you can, but I think that's considered attempted murder.
Oh, definitely. Oh my god.
I mean, again, like the shit that would happen was always just like,
I'm
I get
surprised
it.
no one genuinely got hurt. Like,
again, it's that teenager thing where somehow you never actually get injured doing the stupid shit you're doing, and nowadays it's like, ooh, I think I slept wrong.
I took a turn too fast and my knee popped. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, 100%. It would just be all these situations, and I'd look, and the logical part of my brain was like, look, you can do whatever you want, but when it comes to the 6 foot tall guy who may or may not have some anger issues going on right now, just don't.
Yeah.
And hey, I played the long game.
Hey,
Out
you
of all
won.
those people, I'm the last one standing because I was just like, nah, it's fine. I'll wait until he mellows out and then we'll become friends over stupid shit like Ruby.
We'll wait until he learns what masturbation is and takes out all of his
There you go.
hormones on that. Oh,
Uh,
God. Fucking,
Crazy times.
Yeah, no, literally. I don't know why it's making me. Were you there when fucking Ron and Kaylee tried to throw like a fucking Friendsgiving, like Thanksgiving bullshit?
Yeah.
Why was it? It reminds me of that, and them bringing me a fucking frozen turkey to cook.
Yeah.
Like somehow I could do something with that.
Yeah, they brought it hours before everybody was supposed to eat, which for those of you who have never cooked a turkey, even if it's like dethawed or thawed or whatever you want to call it, defrosted, it takes hours to cook the turkey. It's what is it? It's like 45 minutes a pound, right? Or something like that.
15 minutes a pound. Yeah. So if
Okay,
you have
my
a
bad.
15-pound turkey, it's like 2.5, 3 hours.
Right. So, and mind you, the bigger the bird, the longer it takes to naturally defrost, which is the best way to do it.
Yeah. Or you can go the real stupid way of put it in the sink and continuously run hot water.
Which also, by the way, fun fact, if you're ever doing that, just realize that if you make your water hot enough, or even just like relatively hot, you are technically cooking whatever you're washing. Like if you try to like de-thaw, like thaw shrimp with hot water, shrimp will start to cook. So keep that in mind when you're cooking them because they're already partially cooked.
God. I'm glad I don't have stupid people like that in my life anymore, where they're just like, hey, do this impossible thing in not enough
Right.
time.
Yeah. Also, don't try to cook a frozen turkey.
Yeah, don't.
That's how you get kitchen fires.
When gases and water get superheated and expand,
Yeah.
shit don't go well.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, look, those are the same people that like, somehow managed to forget all the food on a camping trip.
Multiple times.
Forgot the silverware and the cooking utensils while you were trying to grill on a grill.
It's like, why?
and then expected you to use plastic forks to cook.
That melted into my hand.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why? I remember the last time we went camping, the only cooking equipment I had was like I think one metal fork and a giant like steel like cast iron like skillet. And I'm like, cool. Did you guys like bring like something I can use to like grab the skillet?
Mhm.
And they gave me a what the fuck like a bandana. And I'm like, that's not gonna work. And they're like, it's fine. And I wrapped it up and put it on the handle and it melted.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
As
yeah.
as it turns out, bandanas are a very thin material on purpose.
Yeah, I was just like, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna burn my hand if I try to grab that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's look, I mean, you can get mad if you want, but there's a reason why oven mitts are oven mitts and you don't get that kind of material on like a jacket.
Yeah, it's like
It's heat resistant.
I would have even have taken a kitchen towel because I could
Hell
wrap
yeah.
that a couple times and still pick it up. Can't hold it
Right.
forever,
No,
but
no. But
I can still move it.
yeah, I mean, shit, if you were really like worried, you could also just put it in cold water, which at the very least will let you hold it a little longer.
Yeah, it really showed me like that like none of our friends knew how to cook in any way or deal with anything in any way because it's
Right.
just
And
like you'll figure it out.
again, not necessarily shit talking them. I mean, I know they're not listening, but on the off chance that someday they come across this, like we were all in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yes, people just did stupid things or they didn't think about the consequences. And like all teenagers, they just said, "Oh, well, here's a solution. It's not a good solution, but
Mhm.
it'll do."
Yeah, it's
So,
not shit talking. I have my fair share of stupid
oh,
shit.
100%. I mean, one time, my car was low on gas. So I stopped at a gas station and accidentally put like $2 of diesel in a non diesel engine. And luckily, it was so little diesel that it didn't affect the engine. But, like, just to be clear, I almost ruined that car.
I mean,
But anyway,
it's,
if you want to wrap up your thoughts.
we're all dumb when we're young. We all do dumb shit.
Exactly. And as it turns out, sometimes making a sequel about a popular TV show isn't a good idea if you don't think about it beforehand. Yashahime.
Mhm.
Except for the manga, which is actually, I've read some of it. It's a lot better than the anime.
Huh. Good to know.
So, if you liked Inuyasha, read Yashahime, pretend the anime doesn't exist. Well, anyway, it's been about an hour, so yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you happen to celebrate, and a great new year.
Yep. Happy pagan holidays.
Woo!
Goodbye.
Worship the devil. Bye bye.